What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Wars Telemocha TM-01. I believe it's TM-01. Doesn't matter. It's Telemocha Optimus Primal. This is a redeco of the Robot Masters Optimus Primal, which in and of itself was kind of like a downscaled, more simplistic version of the original Ultra Toy. I don't have the Ultra Toy for comparison, but I do have some other comparisons once we get into robot mode. That said, I believe the Robot Masters was definitely more... definitely closer to toy accuracy, where this one is going to have a deco that's closer to that kind of Telemocha DX Primal, which replaced a lot of the white with silvers, as you can kind of see here under this arm piece. And I believe the fur is more gray on the Telemocha than the kind of black color that the original Robot Masters did have. So pretty interesting stuff there. Overall, it doesn't look bad. It is a smaller version, and this isn't wanting to stay closed for whatever reason. Smaller version of that original toy, and there's some differences in terms of, moldings and things of that sort. As you can see, the shoulder launchers here are visible on the back. There is no chest beating gimmick. The hands are open opposed to being closed fisted. But other than that, like, the elbows are the exact same. So there's a lot of stuff on here that is the exact same, like even down to the transformation. So because it is such a quick conversion, we'll go ahead and do that. I believe I took a look at the Legendary Commander Lio Konvoy, which was the Robot Masters Lio Konvoy redeco on this channel, and I think I don't have it anymore, but I know that it had a lot of very similar kind of simplistic changes between the Lio Konvoy, the original, and then for it being downscaled. But as you can see, everything was very similar to the original Primal toy. Some things that are also different is, instead of having the mace flail and all that, what you do here is you'll kind of pull this up, and again you push in to pull these little clips up, and these little arm blasters kind of are spring loaded to come out. They don't come out all the way, but I think they do it enough to really get the job done. It looks like they're probably molded in that kind of white plastic, but painted over red. So there's that. You do that, get that down. Also, if you want to, you can kind of get in here and work these up and around without having to really kind of lift up on this by any means. So if you want the shoulder launchers, you can get the shoulder launchers, which are pretty accurate. They're more accurate to the spring-loaded ones. And of course, you can lift this up and unpeg these swords. And I guess if you want to, you can bring this up closer to his back, so it's not hanging down behind him like that. So let's go ahead and get these rotated back around in, and then we'll bring that up. It doesn't really like peg into anything, but it seems like it's kind of strong enough on that hinge. And you can also see the little jetpack right back there kind of molded in, which I think is pretty cool. And if you want to, you can. He's got little holes in his hands and these little pegs on the swords, so you can peg these swords in if you do it right, I guess. Maybe. There we go. So we got a sword there, and we've got a sword here. So, and I mean, like, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty self-explanatory Optimus Primal, especially based off of the original, and again, kind of having that same Telemocha DX color scheme. It's got the open-plated faceplate, so no mouth plate or anything like that. And the colors are really nice, with this being the Telemocha. This is on loan to me from Tyler G. from Stasis Lock, and he wanted to see a comparison with a couple of basics, but so here is Rat Trap, and a personal favorite of mine and his, Razor Beast. So to kind of get a sense of size with the original Beast cast, there's a lot of people that will actually use this Telemocha Primal in like a chug display or even on a vintage Beast Wars display. Here's a Dinobot to kind of show. Let's see. Let's get Rat Trap here in the middle. The sword fell out of his hand. That's fine. Let's get Dinobot actually kind of closer to him. So this would actually, in my opinion, work until you get into stuff like Cheetor. But I think like Tigatron would scale well, Rat Trap and Air Razor would scale well, and so would Rhinox, in my opinion, because you know Dinobot's supposed to be taller and stuff like that. So I can see why a lot of people do go that route for you know, sticking this in those displays. And again, a lot of people do use it for the chug display. I don't. It never appealed to me as a you know, chug scale, chug displayable Optimus Primal. I always thought it was just a little too close to you know, the original look. It wasn't like stylized enough for me personally. What I use for a chug display is the United. Also, you know, kind of known as the 10th anniversary, but that Optimus Primal. And you can see he's a little bit bigger. And then just kind of getting the Takara Generations Rhinox in here for like another sort of comparison. If he can stand up, there we go. So, overall, I mean, they both of them work. Like, there's no, I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do any of that, but that's just kind of my personal way of displaying them. Of course, I made some custom hands for this Primal to be a better toy. but yeah, so that's it for Telemocha Primal, man. It's, you know, it's not too me personally, I never felt it as a necessity, and I still don't. It's a cool figure to kind of have to maybe flip back and forth. You know, it's small. It's, you know, got the same similar posabilities as the original toy. You got a decent amount of accessories, I think, to have some fun playability with it. So it's a recommend in that aspect. Just for me personally, I don't see the need in it, but it is a cool figure. So big thanks to Tyler G for letting me take a look at this before I send it on his way. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box. I'll do what I can to answer them. And thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you guys later.